Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Edwin from Stop It To You. Today I would like to teach you guys and share with you guys how to utilize and use our TYYAP chart user interface so that it can be more engaging and it can help you on all your daily trades, right? So when you log into your TYYAP charts, you will be able to see that this is the user interface, and you'll be able to immediately notice that there's three parts. The first part, where is the left column, I'll call it the left column. The middle part, which is the charts, and the right part, which is the support and resistance, and the trend and strength ratings. So these are the things that you can be able to see whenever you log into your TYYAP charts. So let's go through each function one by one. The main function of TYYAP charts is the alert system. As you can see on top here, there's an alert system which will be able to prompt you the daily alerts that in accordance to the formula that we have set in for the indicators and also the charting software. So as you can see, the first part here, which is KLSE. So of course, if you have in our TYYAP charts software, we are only focused on KLSE, but of course you can also purchase from us Hong Kong, America, New York, Nasdaq. Right. So let's go back to just KLSE. Once you go into KLSE, the second thing that you will notice that my list has shortened down. That's because on the second part here, you'll be able to filter the chart signal that you want. So let's press into it. When you press into it, you'll be able to see 4 signals rule. The rule selections will determine the type of signals that will come out and the type of shares that has fulfilled the signal, right? So the first part is ST bull. So bull is a bullish signal, which means uptrending strength, uptrend momentum. Whereas bear is a downtrending signal, which shows you a downtrending shares company. So feel free to choose whatever signals that is fulfilling to your strategies and where do you want to place your investment in. So MT will be the midterms. So ST will be the short term. Short term practically means that a signal that occurs not more than 5 days. So whenever you see a short term signal indicated in our system, it can be anywhere between 1 to the 5th day. It depends on when do you see this signal occurs. Whereas MT, which is the bull signal, it can also occur up to 1 week to 2 weeks. So when you notice the bull signal just appear, it will be the best time. So for now, let's click on all the signals. By default, all signals has been activated. So if you would like to change your strategy, you have to go there and filter the signals by yourself. Whereas the third button over here, when you click into it, the third button over here allows you to choose the type of company. Where, as you can see here, KLSE, what are the minimum price of the company for the filtering? As you know, certain company, which what we would like to say as a penny stock, the signals are not reliable. As such, you might want to filter off the penny stocks. Where you would like to put the starting price of the shares from 20 cents, and the maximum price, of course, there's no maximum price, so you can just put it. Whereas the minimum volume means that how much volume has this company been traded, given a certain time frame. So if you do not want to tinker with this, you can just leave it at 500,000 units on an average of 50 days. So after you have made this setting, just press save. The more important part on the previous setting will be the price of the shares. The volume of the shares will varies from time to time, and it's very difficult for you to filter it unless you have specific counters or specific shares that you would love to have a lower volume or a higher volume, right? So immediately from the alert list, after you have filtered everything, you will have this list of alerts. As you can see, there's quite a number of alerts here. That's because the technical filtering system, it will just filter any company, good or bad, which have fulfilled the signals. As you can see here, Acostec. Once you click into it, it will automatically show you the signals has been triggered. Just this, the signals have been triggered over here. MT Bull, which has been triggered on the 5th of June, where there's a large candlestick indicating upwards momentum, high volume, and also certain signals that has been shown in the moving averages, MACDs, and also the RSI, right? So utilizing these signals, you can easily screen out all the companies that have fulfilled the strategy that we taught, and it will be able to help you to choose out of 900 companies, filter down to the fields that you are interested, right? So another example would be, let's say we will go to another company. Let's say okay, let's find a bear signals, right? K1 has indicated a bear signal, right? As you can see, the company is going up, and there's a start of a bear signal coming out, as you can see, right? So this is how you can utilize our alert system, provide you the signals indicator. Next, I would like to talk about the support and resistance, trust, the trend and strength ratings. As you can see on this company, K1, a red bar indicating a downwards trend. However, as you can see, the support and resistance has been written down here to guide you, to provide you easy access to support and resistance. For those of you who are still not very well versed with the manual tracking of support and resistance, you can use this support and resistance quite reliably. Another way, if you would like to see the lines of the support and resistance, you can click on this button up here. Once you click on this button up here, as you can see, it provides you the line of support and resistance, and this shares has triggered a bear signal because the reflection from the resistance level. Although there's a reflection of the resistance level, the trend and strength of this bear signal is virtually none. So it means that it hasn't really been into a downwards momentum yet for this company, as there's no strength and there's no trend of this signal. Let's say if we go to have a look at, let me just look for any good signs here. All right, let's say Supermax. So as you can see, Supermax, the trend signal only show a short-term small green bar and a mid-term small green bar, only a single bull, despite a strong strength over here. It means that this strength is not as strong as previously. If you have seen the signal previously the signal was almost full for all the bars. This would have indicated a good entry point. Remember, the trend and signal doesn't indicate the overall strength and the overall trend of this company. It only indicates if you were to invest today and now, what are the strength and the trend that it will be able to provide you, right? So if we go about it like this company called UMW, if after a long downtrend, it has a breakout signal, as you can see here. So under this kind of breakout signal, based on our indicators ruling, there is a good short-term probability with 3 stars and a good mid-term probability with a 3.5 stars of signal. So always remember, the trend and strength rating provides you a signal on that day. It is not an overall impression of the company. Alright, so as you can see, there's a warning sign occur on the resistance 1. Why does this happen? This happens when the share price is nearing the resistance 1. So it is what we'll call, it is a guidance to provide you that although this strength is strong, but it has touched the resistance line. So you will have to decide your strategy from there. Would you like to wait for it to break through the resistance before invest, or would you like to invest first and hopefully it breaks through and bring you to another height, right? So this is how you use the immediate interface of our software. The next thing, in case that you would like to do your own charting, I will explain to you now how to utilize the software to do your own chart, right? So the first thing that you would like to do, that you should do when you want to do your own charting, is to turn off our automatic screening system, in which you can just press on this button up here under the TY button. Once you click on it, you'll notice that all the system line has been turned off. And once the system line is turned off, now you can key in your own signal. So where do you find your own indicators and signals? It will be on the first column. On the bottom part, you can see here the indicators. So once you click on it, it will open up a range of indicators for you to use. Of course, the volume by default is on, so you can just off it or on it up to your liking. And all these signals here, and as per our teaching class, technical teaching class, all the force index, moving averages, and also all the other signals also here. So in case of moving averages, let's say you have turned on moving averages, you can always change the setting of the moving averages on this small little, what we call a wheel or a setting bar. So once you click on the setting bar, you can see it will come out. And let's say if I want to look at the midterm signals which provide a EMA 70. So you can click on the exponential button, and you can change the color of the signals. Let's say I would like a green color, and click apply, and the signal will change accordingly. So this is how you use the indicators. And the third part is the stock listing. So under the alerts, it only provides you the shares that we have that has been fulfilled our signals and our indicators. So if you would like to look at individual company itself or filter out individual company itself, you can use this system where you can choose according to alphabet. Like let's say I would like to look for Genting Malaysia, so it will be start with G, and you filter out all the G companies, and you can look from there, right? This is the stock listing. Finally is the watch list. Under the watch list, you can actually set up your watch list later, which I will guide you guys in the following video. As you can see, I have made some watch list over here by myself. Like let's say under the glove, so I will have all the glove. When I click on it, it will automatically show up the signal in accordance to the indicator I have put in just now. You can see down here, right? So as you can see under Corsan, the short-term strength is 3 star. The mid-term strength is 4 star. Where else the support and resistance are all written. There are no resistance to as the company currently now in the historical high price, right? So this is how you use our software. And for those who are more adventurous that would like to do charting, it means that you would like to draw on the chart, or you like to make notes on your charts. So you can use leader bar here, right? The drawing bar over here. So as you can see, there are multiple drawing possibilities. This is the horizontal line. I'll show it to you. So after you click the horizontal line, you can just pick anywhere you want, and it will register horizontal. So if you would like to delete everything, just choose the last button here to delete everything, right? So this is a vertical line, of course, and there's a what we call as a free drawing line, right? So this three line, I think, is quite self-explanatory. You can explore it yourself. The fourth one will be the what we call as the possibility of earning. All right. So let's say you are projecting that you are buying here, and in case it drop, how deep can it drop? So let's say if you are expecting a 10% cut loss, so you can actually adjust to a 10% cut loss, and automatically it will provide you the share price at the point of cut loss, so which is a negative 0.96. So if let's say you are buying at 9 ringgit, your cut loss point will be at minus 0.96 point. So the reverse is also true if you want to go higher, right? You can see you can go higher. So this is how you can do the you can estimate your chartings, right? So coming to this trend line means actually what it does is it will lash itself towards a shape candlestick, and as you move along, you'll move along with the candlestick, showing you the line, the trend of how it's going on, right? So this trend line, then there's a this is what we call as a rectangle chart. So you can just draw a rectangle, providing you giving you focus into some things. And this is a circle in case you would like to highlight, and also a pen where you can free draw, and also a text box and text anything. Right, and text it, just place it anywhere that you want. In case you would like to make a note that you have noticed something over there and you want to remind yourself that. So the next one after the text box will be the color setting. So for your drawings, so you might want, if you would like to change your color drawings, you can use that. And the final three will be the Fibonacci time zone, Fibonacci retracement, and also Fibonacci fan. Fibonacci time zone is seldom used, so I will not go deep into it. Fibonacci retracement would be the Fibonacci line that will be taught in the class in future events. So I will just show you where to use it. Whereas Fibonacci fan is seldom used nowadays unless you are a very technical guy and you would like to use it. So the final button will be a undo button, and then another button will be going forward, and the final two button is actually to erase out your drawings. Alright, so after you have drawn everything, you can actually delete everything by just clicking the erase all button. You can actually hover to the buttons and it will actually have a text box telling you what does these drawings do, right? Then finally coming into our charts, right? In our charts, there are ways for you to manage the charts. Let's say under this chart, Kosan, it only shows up to 9 ringgit 80 cents. If you would like to see more, under the price bar over the right side, you can actually hold and drag it down to make the share price, to make the price higher, so that you can see the chart is shrinking, and you can actually bring up the chart, the lower limit if there's need for that, so you can see the chart at a more smaller pace, and you can draw higher, or you use it will provide you a more space to interpret your chart, right? So other than that, the normal user face, as whenever you activate an indicator like this one here, the EMA 7, it will have be indicated on the left corner of the chart on what kind of indicator you have activated during your usage. Okay, so like let's say I will activate the ATR. ATR will be shown on the lower. It will have a chart by itself, so ATR will be indicated on the lower part. If let's say I will have to activate Ichimoku, so as you can see, Ichimoku chart, it will show everything here, right? So this is how you utilize the system. So coming to a more what we call as a more basic functions of our charting, which on the upper right corner bar. So these are more of a basic. First you have a search bar where you can look for whatever company you want. Let's say Asia. So it will actually filter out all the words by the company. So you can click on Asia. You can see I have previously drawn charts here indicating a downtrend and a sideways trend. Okay, so let's say I will delete everything here, so you guys can see just that. And how do you zoom in and zoom out? Right, first the easiest way to zoom in, and let's say I want to zoom this period, you just need to hold down. Okay, you just need to hold down and highlight the area that you would like to zoom in, so it will automatically zoom in this much. And let's say I would like to highlight this part, zoom in. And if you want to zoom out, very simple, just right click and it will bring it out all the way. And the zoom out can go all the way to 5 years, right? Otherwise, you can also use the top part here, right? So after the search bar, the next one will be the layout. So you can just click and put on the full chart layout, so it will hide off all the alerts and all the left column, so that you will have a bigger chart, which you can even zoom out further into a 10 years chart, right? So if you would like to go furthermore, you can actually hide your support and resistance and trend chart by just dragging it over, making this chart even more bigger, right? Or making it smaller, whichever you desire, and zoom out further. Okay. So if you doesn't want to zoom out that far, you can actually use this part here. 1M will be a 1 month chart where it only shows you the current month, the current 30 days movement. 3 months, of course, is 3 months. 6 months, 1 year. So these are the pre-made system that you can use to set in your charts. Alright. So other than that, there's also a zoom out and also a zoom in button here, which you can use it. And then there's an arrow button for you to move the chart around on a daily basis, or you can click on the head and the hand palm button to allow you to freely drag charts any way you like. After you doesn't want to use it, you just right click it to remove it. And coming to the less used, what I would say is more less used thing, which is the candlestick. This is the basic that we use, candlestick. But of course, there's a bar chart for those who are higher level, and of course, there's also a close price and a percentage log. Whereas this is not really a normal thing that we use, right? So we are more focused on the candlestick chart. Then finally is the adjustment, right? So as you can see here, the share price has been adjusted based on the bonus issue, dividend, right issue, and stock split. So you can choose to enable or disable all so that you can better understand the previous history of this chart, right? And of course, the final button will be a snapshot. Once you click on the snapshot, it will actually open up another tab showing whatever you have drawn, and you can actually download or screenshot this chart down, right? So then over to the left side, I missed out this date axis. So under the date axis, you can actually choose your candlestick to be a daily, weekly, or a monthly. As you can see here, on normal basis, we are using a daily candlestick. Unless you would like to use a weekly candlestick, it will show a weekly candlestick and provide you every week what is the movement. Or a monthly candlestick, it provides you with the monthly movement of a share price. As you can see in Asia, January, it has a net going down, whereas on May, it has a net going up, right? So remember that we are using mostly daily charts, right? So of course, you can again click on the support and resistance to show you the support and resistance line. You can see here, support and resistance line is already drawn once you click on it, right? So this is actually how you use the general usage of our software. And let's come to our watch list. On the left upper corner, you will see a price chart, interactive chart, watch list, and under my system, there's a trainer watch list, which is not included for you guys, right? So that is our personal watch list. So let's go to watch list. Once you click in the watch list, you'll be able to see 2 columns, the left, and the right. So the first thing you want to do when you create a watch list is you have to create a name for your watch list down here. Right? Let's say I create a sample watch list, sample. Right? After I create a sample watch list, press create. Once you created, on the top here, you'll be able to see your watch list is out here for sample, S-A-M-P-L-E. So once you have this watch list, you can proceed to the left side to look for any company that you would like to add into the sample watch list. Let's say I will put in AAsia. So after clicking AAsia, you will see AAsia name come out and their respective core warrants or company warrant. So you can ignore all the core warrants. And you just need to click on the button here and press insert. As you can see, it has been inserted into watch list. So you can continue look for a separate company, maybe a Gamuda. So as you can see, the company name has changed to Gamuda. Click on this and press insert. So you have AAsia and Gamuda. So if you would like to remove it from the watch list, just press on the cross button on the side and it will remove your watch list, the company from the watch list, right? Let's say I will just insert another company, Accor, quite high. Insert, have it. So after you have done it, you can just go back to your price chart, which is your original interface. reopen your left panel and go to your watch list. Press on the I button up here and you'll be able to see a watch list down here. Sample. Once you click into it, you have the company that you have filtered off. So it will save the trouble for you to go through one by one and how to go about it. Because every investor have their own individual watch list, right? So after you choose, let's say you have no longer wanted this watch list of sample, you can just press on the watch list sample, press delete, and it will be prompted to confirm the deletion of the watch list. So once you press on it, it will be fully deleted. So, and when you come back here, the watch list will be gone from your left panel, right? So this is how you use on January. This is how you use your full software. And about the interactive chart actually what it does is it duplicates and open another charts that is exactly same as your initial one. What it do, it provides you the capability to compare charts side by side. Like let's say I would like to compare the glove sector Supermax and the glove sector over here top glove. I would like to compare these two charts side by side. So by under Windows, you can actually click on like that, so you can see both charts side by side. And of course, if you want to see a better chart, just remember to turn off your left and right panel, so you have two charts side by side for comparison, for strategy planning, so for your usage. So I hope everybody understand here how to use our chart in a more detailed way. And if you are still not very well versed with it, I will have to inform you that you have to look at this video, and I would say do it yourself for a few times and you get accustomed to it. For new I would say for new investor that have never used chart before, this will be quite an alien to you, because it is the first time you see this. But don't be disheartened, don't be afraid. It takes time to understand something, so continue by continue doing it, you'll be able to understand more, right? So thank you everybody for listening to this tutorial video on how to use our software. Here I will end my thank you everybody. Bye.